Alrighty, the audio is good. We're gonna get started up. Yeah, let me adjust that balancing a bit. But all right, hi guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are doing "Cool Beat" from Deltarune Chapter 2. So this is a song that's kind of been on my mind for a little while. Just it's pretty short and actually sounds really cool. Oh, we're laggy. Holy cow! Hopefully that does not persist. I think there we go. Minecraft's just giving me a minute. I am actually not 100% sure how I'm pulling this one off. Uh, because it's going to involve me using a plethora of instruments. So I'm going to do actually a quick wiki check. There's a few noises we're kind of trying to pull off here just to give you guys some context. So there is a bass drum. I did look this up. So bass drum click, we'll do Blackstone. Actually, Obsidian will probably be easier to remember. Bass drum kick. Then we are going to have snare drum hits, which will be our sand. Then, as we continue on here, there are going to be hi-hat hits, which glass usually does that. It's more of a click noise, but the deal is it's kind of just what it pulls off, which isn't anything super crazy, but glass, I think, for our hi-hat. And then the one that's gonna cause me, I guess, the most not trouble, but there's a but it's kind of like a like I'm gonna play the audio. I don't know if it'll go through my mic though. Yeah. So got more of a like just splat-ish sound. I don't know if that's the best description I have for it, but it's also more prominent than the hi-hat is. So the question is, do I include the hi-hat or do I replace the sound with that? So there will be a little bit of trial and error here, at least in regards to what instruments I'm using. Um, I am thinking I might just use hi-hat for that and go, because if I'm correct, my other laptop will play the music. Might not. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Okay, one, I shouldn't be playing it there, and two, I have another tab with it already open, the score opened. Yeah, it is kind of just a pew pew sound, which is weird. I don't know what I'm gonna use for it. I really don't. So maybe just go. Maybe just do glowstone, have it as set pitch. I guess why not? So we will see how obnoxious the hi-hat is because there's a decent chance that it is just way too prominent and we don't want to hear it. This is a different type of writing though, what we're normally used to. Actually, a lot of just blank note hits. It's really figuring out the pattern. The good news is it's four measures, so it's a four measure loop, but will be decently complex. So their bass hits, the bass rhythm actually is complicated. So really, it's getting this first effect, sand is snare hits, and it's 115. So actually, this tempo should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking. This is gonna be a lot of just silence as I try to figure this out. So this should be that. Yeah, so it will get a little bit more complex in a sec. This one only has two. It's a bass and a hi-hat. And then after that is another 2 clicks. Hi-hat, bass into snare. Then 1 click to snare, hello, 1 click to snare, then hi-hat, bass again, 1 click to bass, then da, 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 yeah, then skip bass, snare, hi-hat, 2 clicks, hi-hat, 1 click bass, and then 1 click to the next segment. Okay. Ideally, I throw these all just singular blocks. I don't think there's going to be any pitch differentiation unless I determine it's needed. But the most likely outcome is I replace all the glowstones with a hi-hat at a higher pitch. All right, I expected that to happen. So yeah, it's way too fast. So yeah, if anything, I'm going to slow it down. The only thing is if I half it, it might be too slow. The difference between, or actually it might be a high snare hit, as opposed to, correct, yeah. Okay, so the glowstone's just going to be a very high sand sound. Or, yeah, high sand sound. So anytime you see, really it's going to be the one, whenever it's on the outside or on the lower end. And I'm going to double all the repeater values. This is a experiment because I want to pull up the song, but I don't know exactly how. I did no prep. So I apologize to anyone trying to replicate this because it's not going to be easy. Okay, so this is going to be a higher one. I think 10 is good. Why am I lagging? What the heck? It also is swung, so this makes this a really... What the... I'm losing frames. This is annoying. Sorry. So, definitely works. I'm gonna pull off a trick. Not even a trick. Okay. The way I'm pulling this off right now, if you understand music, is eighth note clicks are 2. I just put eighth notes to 4. It's too long. For obvious reasons. Now the question... I turn these 4... So I've done this before. I don't know which song it was. It might have been Pandora Palace. I could be wrong. I can double check. There's also... I did a live stream for it, but I ended up having to switch everything to 3-click values. I think it might have been Pandora. Point being... 3 clicks for all of the 4 values. The 2 values alternate between 2 and 1. So what I'm going to do is just put redstone dust on the 2s right now. And kind of mess with them. So if I play it now, it should be at the correct tempo, actually. Yeah, so here it slows down because these are not adjusted. If I adjust this to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, what does this sound like? This might be perfect, or I have to alternate them. Yeah, okay, let's reverse them. Try this now. Yeah. So that actually sounds pretty close to the original. So, and it's actually better. It's better tempo. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to play it through. I don't know if you're gonna hear this, but so let's listen to it again. Pretty solid. Yeah. The deal is this song actually repeats. Let me even double check if it changes or if it's quite literally just this thing on a loop. It does change. Now, is it every other measure? Or is it every four? Is there repetition here? Actually, these are things I should check. Yeah, so it's quite literally it's a two measure lick. All right. I don't know why we're lagging so much. My iPad is dying apparently. Enough to get us through this though. So hopefully what you guys saw makes made some sense. I'm gonna do it again for the other side. It's actually the other side is going to be identical except for the very end. Yeah, that is it. So this is gonna be a very short live stream actually. But I'll do it again. I gotta put down all the blocks anyway, and it'll help me map it out so you guys have a better idea. More or less, this is if you want to make this follow from the second half and just adjust the ending a little, or you don't even really have to. You're not really gonna notice the difference unless you're paying attention. Um, so yeah, obsidian sand. The sand will be at 10, FYI, and then 3 clicks into obsidian sand glass again. Then 3 clicks into the Ops Creator notebook. Tutorials really fell off. Dude, you say they fell off. This is all I do. It really comes down to if it's a popular song. I've been doing this for over 2 years now, and it's just something that I enjoy putting out into the world, more or less. But it's fun. But yeah, I have a bunch of Deltarune Undertale ones. If you check my channel banner out, actually, you will see the quite heavy frequency of them. It's actually outrageous how many I've done now. And also, like, full songs, full completed songs. Not as many as I'd hoped to have done at this point, but pretty substantial amount. So, hope you're enjoying the stream. And if you do want to make this song, or actually most of my recent uploads, I do have the tutorial more or less within a live stream. So, this will be the bass, hi-hat, and then I don't. Let me double check. Did I do 1-2 or 2-1? I did 2-1. Okay, so this will be our two. Is it? By the way, we ever start making tutorials based on your shorts? So half the tutorial issue right now is I'm not making money off my videos, and so to give you a quick rundown, I've told this to a few people now. I'd have tutorials. I only have tutorial in this short of one of them, and it's for TV time intro. It was, I think that's what it was. I included a tutorial for it. The video itself performed on average with most of mine. It didn't do a whole lot better, and I know it's a very popular ask, and understandably so, because you guys see these videos and you're wondering, hey, how the heck do I make them? And I love providing you guys with the info for that. The issue I have is it takes me well over an hour to edit that. Well over an hour, and it's not like I could definitely optimize it, but it's not actually worth it for me to, at least from what I've seen after uploading videos, to do that, because it's a huge time commitment for me, and it doesn't actually improve my videos performance and really even just the general like response back for the videos, which sucks. But and like this is sand, but that's kind of the reason why I don't. I have most of the time it's the live streams. I've had multiple people comment on a video after the fact, like on a short, because I'll upload them to the live stream and they will use that live stream to make the song. Sometimes it gives you it takes a bit more time, admittedly, but like I'm also not gonna try to hand out all of my content and be like, yeah, here's how you can do it. I can, but is it worth it for me to double my production time on a short for no extra benefit for me? And I actually have had someone reach out funny enough to edit for me. They've left me on red for or unopened, I guess, for like 2 weeks now. So that's up in the air. But let me also I'm trying let me lock in a little so I can get this going. Yeah, this is where there's a little variation between this. Yeah, they actually offered, and you might notice in a while if I start showing up with a bunch of tutorials, they reach back out, but they essentially offered to edit for me for free, which yeah, I'll take you up on the offer, like because they were like you should edit, and they're like, dude, I'd like to be interested in editing. I'm like, great, but you got to pick up two, and then I think one is I'm about to redirect it, I think, but uh these three, and then it's gonna be base note on all three of them. Is it? Oh, hold up. One E and is the click here. I think that's actually the end. Let me double check. I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that was 12. I mean, you quite literally get on my you get a Minecraft ad. So the issue So I'm this short. This stream's actually be done in like no time at all. This is a super short. This is like a little repeating loop from deltarune. You could join me in Minecraft. Isn't the issue? It's editing. I have to go through and basically take like what I did is I more or less if you think like a Google slide sheet. I basically paste an image and I have to use text boxes to lay over text over no blocks. That's fine. Like the thing is, it means I have to go back through the entire song and record every single note that I used, which for longer songs takes longer and longer. For this one, actually, I could probably do it, and it wouldn't take me any time at all because it's a very simplistic short. If you can't tell, it's like the only difference is I'm hitting a total of 4 blocks in this entire setup are gonna be at 10. Everything else is at 0. So like in the grand scheme of things, this is probably the most ideal video for me to add a tutorial for because it's really just obsidian, glass, obsidian, glass, obsidian, sand, obsidian, glass, and the repeater counts. And that's very straightforward. I don't know if this is actually going to sound correct because I'm again experimenting with this one, which is why the live stream is going to be a little jumbled, but let's listen to it. Okay, one repeater switch here. This should be... That's one, this should be two. I think that might be it. And then this should be 3. So this might just be a wrap. Let's listen to it. Something's off. Let me listen to it again. It sounds fine, I guess. Is this a bass note? It is. That might be why. Also, I need grasp. Like, yeah. But yeah, the ops creator, like, the whole deal is, like, it's more of a matter of me editing. And unless someone's editing for me, I'm getting another person to help. I have to explain the Like, you essentially have to know how to create note block setups, along with being, like, willing to backtrack through an entire song. What? This is... It sounds off. Oh. No? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let me try that. Something's throwing me off this. No. 2, 3, 4, 1. There's like a pickup something. So the three note hit. Oh, this is supposed to be three? Yes. And this is two, this is one? Maybe. Sounds good to me. I think that might just be it. And then what's this? I shoot, I gotta loop it weird. Actually, I can do it fine. This is a zero glass. And then it's gonna be. How many clicks? Oh, shoot. It's the only mildly inconvenient thing. I think this is a one click repeat, or yeah, 2 1. So. Shoot. We'll just start it. Yeah, that's the entire short. So, in a nutshell, there we go. That was an incredibly easy short to put together. I will stick around on the stream because we're only about 20 minutes in, which is super short. Because normally they don't take they take longer than this, some of the longer ones. Let me. I will do decoration though on the stream. So that is something I do with most of my videos. I like to provide myself with a little bit of decor. Usually it's for just aesthetic purposes, so you can see something apart from just grass, because that's what a lot of creators do, which is, like, I understand it. What does pain me, though, is a lot of creators who do no block stuff, and note, don't really do no block stuff because it's not exactly trendy. That's not why I don't do it, because it's trendy. But, you end up with people using programs to make their note block setup, which I get it, but it, like, I'm never going, I don't see myself ever resorting to that because you're taking away from the content being created, also raising that. But like, you're making a song, like, put in the effort to make the song. Don't just, like, in essence, auto-generate it. Also, the copper actually fits closer to the color. Maybe just use wax copper, unless, like, ideal, like, slime really is the best. Is concrete close? Like lime? Not really. Do you remember a note? Dude, I quite literally remember a note block filled with note block tutorials. You gotta elaborate. That's, yeah, you just, like, the physical block of tutorials doesn't make sense. Elaborate. I'm sorry, I'm. A world. Oh, yeah. Yes. I also tried exporting a world once, and that doesn't work because if you can't tell with the screen ratio and how I'm playing, I'm on iPad. It's physically impossible. It's not physically impossible, but it's incredibly painful from what I'm seeing, and I have yet to figure. Like, I pulled out a world file, did all the steps to it, and yeah, my iPad was just like, yeah, you wish. Was the response I got from it. So, I've tried exporting a world. I think I tried doing it for. I did the music for Ruins from Undertale, and it just would not. Like, I could get the file to open on my phone, but I could not export it as a proper file for someone else to download. Unless they just weren't inputting it correctly, but like I tried like walking through the steps, so. Who knows? I might put in a tutorial for this one though, because it's quite literally one of the easiest shorts I've done in a while. It wouldn't take me long. Also, for this one, I'm essentially just mimicking the color scheme. I'm not going after a specific look. In case you guys are wondering, if you played Deltarune Cyber World Colors, the Cyber Field, I had like two no block worlds, but I had to like delete them because storage. Fair. I have an egregious amount of worlds saved right now. It's actually disgusting. I'll be completely honest with you. This year, I think I've saved. I think I do actually have saved every single no block video, like all the worlds, since the dawn of my channel, which is kind of insane. Uh, but also I guess the files aren't that big considering I'm only really rendering like 25 chunks worth of space, so not a whole lot. Uh, but yeah, let me see. I think I'm going for that. I'll add some more variation within this design just for aesthetic purposes. But overall, this will be wrapped up relatively soon. Yeah, I'll include it. I think because of the sheer lack of time it should take me, I'll do a tutorial for this one, and it's because it's relatively simple. Also, for some of my videos, just a quick heads up, the observations were just chit-chatting here. Uh, one reason why I don't do tutorials on a lot of my videos is because there's a decent chunk of them in which I've edited the speeds in editing and post because the songs themselves wouldn't sound correct, if that makes any sense at all. Like, I can't pull off the actual tempo within Minecraft because I kind of showed you earlier, I have a total of like three tempos. And the one that I'm doing right now only works if the song is being swung, which in this case it is. Otherwise, like, there's no way for me to modify the tempo and the speed. If that makes any sense if you know music. So I can't adjust how fast or slow a song is except through changing my redstone repeater cycles, like within how much is an increment. So like with this one, we're in threes, which I don't do frequently because that kind of fits in if only the song's at about 120 BPM, which it is, and that's great. It means that, oh, I can just do that. Also, I'm probably gonna go, yeah, I'll do this. Wax copper actually is not gonna be, because if I realistically did it, it would fill in that. So I guess I'll do slime and go frog light in the middle. But yeah. Now the deal is just how our slime block's gonna look, and I might have to adjust the background actually, because I don't know how it looks within the texture. When I update my textures. So I am using fancy graphics right now instead of the new Vibrant visuals because though it looks phenomenal, on iPad it does not render super well. And by that I mean like my iPad cuts down to no frames per second, which is amazing, especially when you're trying to build. So I can do it for recording purposes. The only thing I have to look out for is clouds because they decide to be annoying and putting off half the screen. But pretty easy backdrop. So cool beat. Let's listen to it. It is looped. Actually, it loops perfectly, which is amazing. So. So. There we go. That was easy. I do think this is going to wrap up at least this short stream. I know it's only about 30 minutes. I will do a tutorial for it because why the heck not? This one should only take me maybe about 20 or so because it's not a lot to input. It's a lot of zeros and then there's like occasional tens. It's essentially a not mindless, but it's just less tedious than usual. So thank you for showing up for stream. Sorry for the early ending, especially because I know people are starting to show up. Appreciate you guys being here. If you did enjoy this or you enjoy this type of video, Hi, I'll play it one more time. But if you did enjoy this type of stream, consider subscribing. Listen to my no block videos. This video will probably be coming out about midnight my time. So within a few hours, this short will be uploaded to my YouTube and then also my TikTok. So I don't think a whole lot of people really watch me there. But yeah, this is Coolbeat from Deltarune, and hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all soon.